who's the customer that we're going behind? We're going behind the mass market. We're going behind tier 2 and tier 3 customers. This is the true middle class of India. People making 2 lakhs to 9 lakhs. How do we serve these customers? By getting in more and more unstructured products. One of the things that I always ask my investors to do is to go out on the street and talk to 10 people who are walking on the street and ask them how many of them are wearing branded clothes. India is truly not about branded clothes. And that's the game that we are playing. We're very big in fashion, in home and kitchen, but fashion for us is very different than it is for Mantra or Japan. Fashion for us is about regional and local brands. Brands that you've probably not heard of. If you live in Bombay, you haven't heard of a brand in Delhi, and if you live in Delhi, you haven't heard of a brand in Bombay. We're very big in electronic accessories. So unstructured categories is very key for us. Now, how do you bring these categories to the consumer that we are talking about? The only way to truly do that is not through an inventory-based model, but through getting more and more merchants on board. And there we have 200,000 merchants who come in with a selection of more than 2 crore products coming in. Just in fashion per se, we have over 30,000 merchants who are providing the selection to the customers. And so our differentiation, if you look at it this way, these 3 buckets is very clear, very palpable. And for the investors, having said that, do the investors always recognize it in the first look? Some of them do. And for some of them, it just takes a while more. But hopefully they come around as well.
I think I'll also add to that, when you talk about differentiation, I think, there is a visible differentiation, what your positioning in the market is. I think that is definitely key. But then there are fundamentals of the business also, how the vision of the business is actually executed. Just to give you some comparative numbers, we raised a very large round, like you mentioned, about 4 or 5 months ago. But the entire Shopclues was actually created with about $30 million in a period of 3 years, and which is by factor of 10 to 20 lower than a comparative business that we see in India. I think that is a very important differentiator. It clicks, people understand. You've created a cost advantage. I mean, an example would be Blockbuster and Hollywood studios in the US could not compete with the cost advantage that was created by Netflix. Even Walmart, which is known for its cost advantage, the way they operate their businesses, could not compete with Netflix. And I think that also is a very important differentiator that is slightly hidden from public view, but it is appreciated, and it's very, very important. Every business is in the business of making money, and how effectively you can do that and how effectively you can demonstrate that you can do that, I think is a very important thing too.